Hello again, I'm back on your screens to bring you a fun fact. Did you know we have multiple social media pages? We have Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. Our Facebook page has all of our contact information, any special events that are coming up, and lots of paw-some Charlie Bears updates. Mum's also made sure we've set up a Facebook group where the whole Charlie Bears community can come together and show pictures of their hug. To join, all you need to do is go on our Facebook page and click Visit Group. Then, the Facebook will take you to the group where you have to click Join Group. From there, you just need to answer all of the questions and agree to group rules, and a bear cub will accept you in. Instagram is another site we're on. This lets us show you some pictures of some of our bears and characters, as well as fun video reels. Then, there's the TikTok. Here we share some paw-some fun videos. All of our bears, characters and bear cubs have lots of fun making them. Make sure you follow us on any or all of our social media pages so you don't miss out on all the paw-some content. Until next time, besties.
Hi, I'm here with Katie and we'll jump straight into it. So in your own words, could you please introduce yourself?
I'm Katie and I'm a tomboy by art, but I love my cuddly bears. And I'm 25 and I've been collecting 5 years.
Oh, lovely. And how did you discover Charlie Bears?
Actually at Royal Cornwall show, and I walked along and seen this cute little bunny rabbit and I was like, oh, and he's got to come home with me, and then that was it.
And what was the bunny rabbit called?
Jump.
Oh, great name. And who is your favourite bear from the 2023 collection?
Ooh, I actually like White Rabbit.
Oh, yes. Any reason why, or?
I actually have a White Rabbit at home called Fluffy, so it's just perfect.
And do you have a favourite type of Charlie Bear?
I like the Isabel collection. And I like the Hatties as well, definitely.
Yes. And is there a character or type of bear you'd love to see in the future?
Ooh. More pandas?
Again, any reason why, or?
Just like pandas. I've got Sean from 2010 and he's so floppy and just adorable.
Love it. And are there any other collectors or family members you'd like to do a shout out to at the moment?
Lucy, my boyfriend's sister.
Yeah. Awesome, well thank you very much.
Thank you.
Back to the studio.
Good evening Europe and the UK, good afternoon America, and good morning tomorrow in Australia. Welcome to Cuddle Time TV. And you might see a little bit of a different background today because we are in the entrance to the gallery.
We are.
This is the shop that you come into when you first come in. So this is the magical thing that you greet with. Not usually me and these gorgeous people, Will and Charlie. Hello. Might see you sometimes wandering around here though, mightn't we?
Hi. Yes, we
do. Quite a lot actually, don't we?
I know. I'm always in the gallery.
It's a lovely surprise, isn't it, for collectors when we just kind of pop in and out of those doors and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, it's Willie Charlie. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's like if Willy Wonka came out in the middle of the year walking around the chocolate factory.
No golden tickets.
No, everything's golden when you come here though. It's wonderful. So it's great to be with you. My name's Rosa. Welcome to Cuddle Time TV, to our Plush special. I'm going to ask you why Plush special in a second, but just to remind everybody, key housekeeping things. So, and I know this seems a bit boring, but it's really important, guys. So just to let you know, that 40-minute basket that we introduced last time was super popular, so we're going to do that again today. So from the very first bear that comes out, as soon as you pop her or him in your basket, that basket's going to be live for 40 minutes, and we'll make sure you see all the bears on this show, won't we? We won't talk too much, so you get to see everything within that 40 minutes. So you just need to check out once, and we do just want you to check out once, really, don't we, Will?
Yeah, check out once, because if you do multiple orders, the guys can't combine them. So unfortunately that means you'll get multiple postage, and please don't ask us afterwards because it causes absolute chaos.
So when you say multiple orders, you mean checking out more than once?
Yeah, so just check out once. That's why we've done the 40 minutes. So you've got plenty of time to watch the show, plenty of time to consider your purchases, and then once you've done that, just check out once and that's it. Or throw the ones out that you don't like anymore, and then bring the ones in that you do like.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll try and keep an eye on stock levels for you. Obviously, and we have got some amazing bears to show you today, and they are going to be really, really popular. So if we do find that we've sold out, don't you worry. Keep an eye, just in case after the 40 minutes some pop back out the baskets. But also, you can always email headbear@charliebears.co.uk.com. Everything's .com. And she will put you on the wish list, and we will try and find the bear for you. I think that's everything. Yeah.
Who knows?
Who knows? Listen, Plush special. Plush is where you started.
It is, absolutely. So really exciting. We wanted to do something a little different, so I turn it all topsy-turvy, didn't we, this time? So.
Charlie, do you know what? Honestly, we just can't. We've got to get excited about this, right? Because the characters that we're going to see tonight are so limited that, in fact, they're less limited in some cases than some of our Isabel pieces that we've done.
They are indeed.
And so we're going to be talking you through that as we kind of go through, but honestly there are some absolute belters.
I know, I was going to say, one of the things about Plush is normally we get to see more of them, don't we? But actually we've got some really limited specials. But the Plush, because they're made of those man-made fabrics, we love that because it gives us more choice, more colours.
It does, absolutely, without a doubt. And it's nice because you can be more playful with the fabrics as well then. You know, you can get printed plushes or tipped, all sorts of different kinds and looks and feels.
Does it make them feel a bit more snuggly? I don't know.
Plush, I think so.
Yeah.
I believe that.
So, snuggle up, cuddle up for a Plush special.
That's it, yeah.
Absolutely. My screen's gone blank, so I don't know what's going on. Do you want to
pass me it?
Needs an ID. I don't know what's happening.
We can make that work.
We can make that happen.
But is it time to look at our very first bear? So remember, as soon as you see the bear you like, we haven't got many of any of these. Fastest finger first, but they will stay in your basket for 40 minutes. So, lovely Charlie, who do you want to introduce to us first?
Should we start with an A?
Yeah.
Let's start with A.
Absolutely.
Should we start with Andrea?
Yeah.
Now, you've already met this little girl.
I have. Oh
Haven't
my
you?
goodness. She is such a beauty. I had her on QVC, Will, and she absolutely flew out the door. I only had a paw full because obviously we wanted, you know, it wasn't, I only had a few sort of sneak preview. So really this is kind of a really big launch of her, isn't it?
Yeah, now she, as you know, Rosa, she's a naughty little girl, right? Because she was supposed to come to us, I think, in November, Charlie, was it last year?
Yeah, October, November time.
And then we had a few little bits and pieces that went array, and so therefore she took ages to come out. But then when she did come out, we could literally just get a paw full of stock. So we've only so far seen a very small amount of her on QVC, and like you said, she was just so mega popular. We now have, thankfully, stock in the USA, which is really exciting, because I know you guys were absolutely desperate to see her. And we also have stock in Australia. But I need to tell you, as far as the UK is concerned, so paw full of stock, guess what, here? Little claw full of stock.
Oh, clawful!
Little claw full of stock. So, now, not that we want people to rush, because obviously that's not what we do at Charlie
No.
But this is a very, very important character that's taken a while to come out, and it's unlikely we're going to see her again.
Yeah.
Once she's sold out.
And I think I can guess why she was so beloved, Charlie, and it's these colours.
It is absolutely magical. We get so many requests, as I've said to you before, Rosa, for the lilacs, the soft pinks that we do. Lots of pastel shades, and I think, you know, I completely get that because I'm a pastels girl too, you know, and I just think she's absolutely scrumptious. But what's so gorgeous about her is that she's a patchwork bear.
Yes.
So we've not just got that one type of fabric in there. You know, she's soft beyond belief. You know, I've always found it truly difficult to describe a feel when you're on TV.
Yeah.
You know, you need to pick up Bear, you need to snuggle her, you need to touch and caress so that you can feel all of those different textures that are in there. And that's what I love about this little set of bears that we did, you know, especially Andrea.
Yeah, because Nadine was very similar, wasn't she? So she was in those lovely apricot and honey tones.
Lovely.
And I know that unicorns aren't this colour because unicorns are white horses, but both me and Jill, who was the QVC presenter, we both saw it and independently went, unicorn. It's got those wonderful, what you call a vibrant pastel. All those different colours that kind of unicorn, quite magical. And what I love about the different is the fabric on this. You've got different lengths of fabric, but where sometimes you've put like a short fabric on the arms and then a roughy tufty tummy, you've done it really differently with Andrea, haven't you? Her short and long is in different spots.
We've really mixed it up. We're always trying to push the corners of the envelopes, as I say here at Charlie Bears. We're trying to expand what we do. You know, bears in the past have been different pile lengths, like you said, but we're always trying to play around with different features on the bear. Sometimes it's the nose, sometimes it's toes. You know, we do play around with ear placement and things like that. But the fabrics, there's always something. I met this collector the other day and it was just wonderful to talk to her about her bear collection. And she says, what I absolutely adore about Charlie Bears is, she said, it's the fabrics, it's the feel, it's that sensation I get when I pick up a little bear, just like Andrea here. The softness, that instant comfort that you feel, and it's a proper comfort. And it is, I mean, we joke about bear therapy. I talk about bear therapy all the time. And it works for me. I'm not going to say it works for everybody, but for me, holding a bear like Andrea, where you've got these different textures, these different softness in there, there's something very soothing about touch, isn't there?
There is, there really is. And you'll stroke a bit soft and you can kind of stroke away at her longer bits and then kind of almost kind of pat her little softer, shorter bits. I find that in quite a lot of bears. And I know when I pick them up, it's just an instant connection and love with them, isn't it? When you feel that sort of softness. I love it when my fingers just sink into them. Beautiful.
They are absolutely gorgeous. But like Will said, we're really sorry. We've been playing catch up now for a while. We can only make limited numbers of each of the characters that we're bringing out. So she had to appear on the show because there was sort of that big announcement of, you know,
we were desperate to see her again.
We've got to bring her out.
I just think it's a hip hooray. Andrea is finally here today. And get her in your basket because she's absolutely beautiful.
Now, I've got a question here, Charlie, from Linda's been typing in some questions, right? And Nick Ash asks, will you ever bring out a Maltese dog? Kiss, kiss. Kiss, kiss. Maltese dog.
Yeah, well, as you know, we love our little puppy characters that we've got. We've recently met Spirit, we've met Puppy Love, we've had Boomerang.
So it's a yes.
So I can't say when, but I can say probably.
And have we ever done a character called Ash?
No.
So there we go, Nick Ash. We've just designed your Maltese dog live on air, and that's it. It's going to come out in the next collection, so look out for that. Good, cool. Hey?
Maybe not straight away. Hey, what are we going to do with them?
Next question.
I tell you what, though, Maltese dogs, they would make, they would be perfect.
They look like little teddy bears, don't they?
They do.
I know.
They
absolutely.
do. They do. I think Andrea is going to have bounded into baskets. So
we'll let Puddle out later as well because he's been banging at the door.
He wants to come.
He's going to wash my feet.
He wants to come and see Dad.
Fantastic.
Oh, beautiful Andrea. So lovely to see her. Gorgeous fabric, fabulous colours. So pop her in your basket now. You've got 40 minutes to check her out. Shall we see who we've got next?
Move on.
I'm just going to move her to one side.
I'll pop her down here.
To sit with you?
I want to. Yeah,
have a little snuggle. She'll go with your shirt.
So who would you like to present next?
Well, I heard a whisper that this is our clock tower collection year because it's all about tick-tock, time. So I think the next bear should be someone whose name is all about time.
I do too.
And we're talking about softness. Oh, good golly, Miss Charlie. Beautiful. My fingers just sunk into cotton pillows, soft arms, and then lovely kind of fluffy, tufty face. What's this lovely man's name?
And he's just amazing, isn't it? So this one is Clockmaker. So for any of our Best Friends Club members, you know, you get your little sneaky peeks catalogue. We've hinted already towards Clockmaker.
I thought I recognised his face.
Absolutely beautiful. We've done these slightly longer little piles there around his face. So he almost looks like he's got that little moustache. You know, it's quite cute there. Different piles, like you said, super, super soft. It's got this fabulous tipping on there as well. But he comes with a little surprise. It's just not all about the bear.
No, it comes with, I heard, a shaker pin.
A shaker
pin. Is that like I was thinking like New England shaker. It's not that, is it? What do you mean? Well, that's what I can think of, like shaker kitchens. What do you mean by a shaker pin?
We've got a little pin. I'm just going to sit him in front there. You can see he comes with his own little pin. Now, if you give the pin a little wobble, I need to turn it upside down. It has little pieces in there that move around. So for all of our badgers out there, this is our little shaker pin.
That is amazing.
So you can't buy the pin separately, Charlie,
the pin comes with Clockmaker.
With Clockmaker, and we have only made globally of Clockmaker, and this is why this show is so special. We've made just 600 pieces of Clockmaker.
600 worldwide.
And then that's it.
That's it, never to return.
And so does that mean we've made 600 of the magic little clock pins?
It does.
And every Clockmaker comes with a clock that he's made in the form of a shaky pin.
Yeah.
I love this.
Isn't it gorgeous? Absolutely beautiful. I love that. But I love the fact that it comes with a little pin badge. We've done things in the past with little badges or little patches, you know, like we had Ember's Dragon, didn't we, with a little patch and things like that. And we thought, because it was all about time, obviously Clock Tower this year, we thought we need a clockmaker, we need a watchmaker, we need a, you know, you think of all these things. I'm obsessed with clocks. Completely obsessed
There's
with
never enough
clocks.
time.
Never enough time.
So if you're sat watching Charlie Bears Charlie Bears for the first time on Cuddle Time, and you're thinking to yourself, okay, I'm loving what I'm seeing.
Yeah. How do I buy?
How do I buy? Okay, well, there's an option there, look. So you can basically go on screen and scan that QR code. That will take you straight through to our Cuddle Time page, and basically you can purchase from there.
Fabulous.
If you don't have option to that, then you can always go on to charliebearsdirect.com in your country, so it'll take you through to your relevant website. Go to the Cuddle Time tab, and once you go to the Cuddle Time tab, you'll then see all the characters that we're presenting in this show.
Oh, so that makes it easier rather than have to type in and search.
Yeah. Yep.
Fantastic. Sorry, thank you for reminding
That's
us of
right.
that. Yeah, brilliant. And if we sell out here on Cuddle Time today, will some of them be available in other stores, or the best thing to do is to email Headbear?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's only here.
He's only here.
It's only here. So yes, it's on Charlie Bears Direct. It's here. He's available for the Cuddle Time, like say. Only here.
Oh, sorry, yes, he's a Cuddle Time piece.
Yeah.
So therefore, yeah, he won't make it anywhere else.
Yeah.
Anywhere else at all.
That's it. And just 600 worldwide.
That's not a lot, is it? Because how many countries are you in now?
We keep saying 37, but in actual fact, we haven't really kind of worked it out recently, have we?
I think there's a couple more now.
There is a couple more.
There is a couple
and
more
in fact, where was the strangest place? We got a retailer, Charlie. It was in the south.
Antarctic.
Antarctic, wasn't it?
Absolutely. It's
Have you done a
the
penguin?
furthest away.
Yeah.
We have.
Yeah.
We had
in
to do
actual
one for
fact-
them, didn't we?
Absolutely.
In actual
Absolutely.
fact, they came on the stand and chose the penguin to come and get delivered, and we had to deliver it via the Falklands, and then it was another day's sailing, I think, after that. To
it
get
was
to where we was going
crazy.
to. So yeah,
So, yeah.
amazing. There you go.
Really, really cool.
True
So
story.
wherever you are in the world,
Yeah.
you can there's a Charlie Bear store near you.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
What an amazing story. He is beautiful. What I love about him is those wispy, tufty little white bits.
I love
What
them.
an incredible fabric. I'm always amazed, like, how do you find the fabrics and how do you choose what bear has what fabrics? Like, did you think first, I want a clock watcher, I'm going to want to make a clockmaker and this is how he's going to look, or do you see the fabric? How did he come to be?
Well, we knew with something like that, it's a name. It's highly important that we try and match the right bear with the right name. And sometimes we can design the bear, we know exactly what it's going to be called, and we kind of work backwards. So we name the bear first and then work backwards to find the right fabrics, the right kind of design, what kind of character it's going to be. Because as you know, we don't just do bears here at Charlie Bears. We've got everything from elephants and everything that you can imagine, haven't you? You know, you've seen it. We've even done dinosaurs this year. So anything is plausible, as we say here at Charlie Bears. But we do have other times where we start playing around with fabrics, and we'll find, we'll go fabric shopping, we'll find the most gorgeous piece of fabric, and we think, right, how can we use this in the best way that we can to make the character tactile, give it that comfort. There's certain colours that suit certain characters that we do. But you do know we also here at Charlie Bears tear up all those rule books, all those pages. We just say, no, we don't have to just have brown bears and black and white pandas. We do all sorts of different things. So that sense of freedom that we've got with the use of fabrics that we've got really, really helps. So something like this, we knew we needed him to look quite grand. He's got to have that little sort of vintagey look about him. He's got that little retro feel. Like I said, we added the white onto his face to kind of give him that little Phileas Foggy type of look that he's got.
Look at his face.
Yeah, because it makes him look a bit older and wiser, doesn't it? Those tufts of white.
He does.
Makes him look quite sage-like.
He does indeed. And of course we've used a tip fabric, as you can see, to create the little teardrop markings around his eyes. And of course he's got his signature Charlie Bears Who Me look with the addition of the little eye whites that we've used. So he really is lovely. He looks like a little wise bear, doesn't he?
He does. With those, and I hadn't noticed at first when I saw him, the little whiskery thing, the little moustache. That's so clever.
It's
and he's just gorgeous. But lovely kind of natural tones. So he'll work with people that like
He will.
what they call proper bear colours.
You can almost see him sat there, can't you? Sort of library shelf, little bookshelf.
Yeah.
Next to the carriage clock.
Yeah.
Just really, really, really beautiful.
So before we go to the Q&A, but to the
Have you got some more questions?
I've got one more question.
Okay.
It's Linda's Live. I think it should be a little section. Linda Live. Which sounds like a different kind of show, but essentially this is Linda in the back room is typing out your questions as we are live. And the question is from Mary Patton. I think we remember Mary Patton, don't we? Asks, please, can we do a Samoyed dog? Samoyed.
Oh, which ones are they?
Is that the
They're
husky
beautiful.
type?
It's the white ones. They've got the really thick
Samoyed.
I'm sure I'm
those
right.
amazing eyes.
Isn't it? Because it almost...
We really want a big
It
dog.
looks like he's made out of alpaca.
That's
the right
when
one.
I say we really want a big dog, it's more like I really want a big. I want a bird. It's
Not
like
St Bernard or something. It's just so big,
Just
isn't
awesome.
it?
Oh yeah.
But yeah, they do. It's almost just beautiful.
We could call him Sam the Samoyed. There you go. Sam's just showing us a picture.
Have we had a Sam?
We've done Sam.
We've done Sam Bear.
We've done Samuel.
We've done Samuel.
Yeah.
Sammy.
Sammy Joe. Yeah. Sorry. There's not, do you know what? There's not many we haven't done actually. That's the
still-
point.
Not done a Rosa yet.
I was going to say, there's
We've not
still
done a Rosa.
plenty. There's still plenty to go at, so don't fear. Still plenty to
Call
go
him
at.
Oya. That doesn't sound very...
Oh, yeah.
It's Oya, the Samoya. Anyway.
So there we go.
Listen, we've already seen two of our lovely scrumptious cuddly bears. Let's just have a little reminder of who we've seen before we go on to our next third fabulous bear. Keep going with these questions. You're doing a great job.
I'm gonna keep finding them.
Thank you.
Yeah. Don't show everybody that just yet. Or did we come back to her?
But look at this little beauty. Goodness me.
Let me just pinch two.
This. Oh, how many have we got?
Twinnies.
Twinnies.
We have twinnies.
Who is this beautiful little bear?
It's a brand new bear. This is Penny Royale. Oh.
What is a penny royal, please? I'm going to pop her down. Oh, she's got
We talk about time.
Yeah.
Kind of twisted it on its head here. This little bear represents actually a plant, believe it or not.
I did not believe
Part
it.
of the mint family.
Right.
Now, historically, it would have grown on sort of pastures, coastal pastures, stuff
Yeah.
like that. It's actually endangered now as a plant. Can you believe it? So it's protected. It's got a protection order on it, so to speak, that just so that we can still help preserve that sort of biodiversity and things like that. But in really, really, really short supply now.
So it's running out of time.
It's running out of time.
Hence the name in this
Hence
collection.
the name.
Now, talking about running out of time, and we do need to be very, very specific with these characters,
together.
because a lot of people say to us, please tell us how many you've made of each of these characters. Now, this is why it's a Plush special show, and this is why it's a super duper special show. Penny Royal, drum roll, we have only made 250.
What?
I know. 250.
That's less than we were doing with
globally.
mohair.
Exactly.
That's unbelievable.
Exactly. And so therefore, and every single one of them, just look at that. Oh, you want to jump in and it's just so squidgy. But every single one will be completely different.
I was just going to ask, they look different. Yeah.
Just look.
Is that because it's a printed fabric?
Same
Charlotte?
recipe.
Random plush, as we call it.
Same recipe,
It
just
is.
slightly different flavour.
So
Right.
it's a printed. You see we get lots of questions about this, the difference between a printed plush and when we patchwork our own design plush. So obviously a lot of the bears that you've seen, Carnival, Anniversary,
like Andrea we saw earlier.
Andrea that we've just seen, you know, they're patchwork. So we create that fabric by cutting all the different
you
pattern
can keep
pieces.
it the same
Absolutely.
pretty much.
Yeah.
There's always going to be a little bit different, isn't
Absolutely. The difference with this one is that it's a printed fabric
Right.
so that we can actually create the little bear. Now, the beauty of this from a collector's point of view, speaking to me, you know, I'm like, is that every single one's going to be ever so slightly different because the fabric is laid out, the pattern pieces are cut, the little bear is created from those pattern pieces, but when you cut the fabric because it's printed, there's absolutely no way you're going to get an exact match on that. Now, as a collector, that additional level of uniqueness
is so great.
It's incredible, you know, and lovely that we have that. So if you are buying for 2 grandchildren, you want them to have the same but different.
Perfect.
You're buying for the children, you know, you want to make sure that we're the same with our nieces. We like to get them the same, but so that they can tell that they've got a difference, so they know whose is whose.
And also,
these
so
are
they
perfect
feel
for that.
different because it's for them especially. Yeah,
definitely.
Charlie, is it 250 including these two?
Yes.
Right, well it's 249 now because you're coming home with me. Honestly, he is.
Just chosen you.
Just look at his face.
I know.
Honestly, he has literally just chosen me.
Just adorable. Do you know,
his face.
reminds me of Shrub and Sapling in that similar sort of face shape.
Yeah.
That kind of almost like a pussycat bear. Do you know what I mean by that?
Just really, really beautiful. And it's definitely got that little cubby look. Now, you know, with me, I love my tiny bears. I love that fragility. They're kitten weighted, you know, fully jointed, super, super cute. And I love them because, well, not just because I can put them on bigger bear's knees and sort of bear has his own bear in my head. So, you know, he's never alone. And I love that thought that even bear's got a bear.
Absolutely.
Bear's got a constant companion. But I just think, you know, if you've just got that tiny little space in your house that you think, oh, I just need that little bear there.
And I always think bears of this size are like bears that can go with you. They can be a little traveller bear in my pocket. He can fit in my luggage.
That's exactly where
he can hold it with you.
We're going to the Netherlands next week. And he's going to come with us.
Sat on the dashboard, have a lovely time.
No, that's it.
What would you say? These are amazing colours as well. I've got to talk about the colours. It's almost like, is there a kind of a hint of green? It's like greys, fawns, off-whites, but there's a hint of greenness in there, which I guess is the mintiness.
The mintiness of it. But when you look at it, again, it's kind of got that old sort of Victoriana palette, what I like. So, you know, I call it cobweb white. You know, it's not got that brilliant white that you would expect, say, on a polar bear. You know, it's
not
just
creamy
got that, no, absolutely not. It's not got any sort of yellowy tones to it at all. If anything, it's sort of more of a grey white. So, you know, the colours that we've used in there, we've got these beautiful, beautiful dark greys. Like I say, you've almost like that muted sort of peacock tealy blues and greens that come through. So there's lots of different colours that are coming through there. Absolutely stunning, and I think together those colours just work so well.
Yeah, they do. And then I love that you've just accentuated it with a really simple peachy coloured nose, really simple paw pads, which still, and that there was some overstitching on. I think
there is overstitching on the nose
just
there
to
as
show
well.
that it's super, super handmade.
It's nice. It really draws you into her little face.
It
you know,
does.
and you kind of sit there and look at this little nose, and so tiny.
Especially because you might get like this one's got a much darker face than the one just in front of it.
It is, yeah.
That like really pale coloured nose will draw you into the face, regardless of how the pattern comes out on the face. She's
I don't know if you can
just
see them
adorable.
together.
Is it she or he?
Well, I think it could be either.
Penny
I'm
is
saying
girl,
she.
but
Penny was
I
my
keep
mum's
saying
name.
he.
You see, you're saying he, I'm
It's
saying
not because
she.
mine is a he.
Well,
Does
there
it?
you
It
go.
don't matter, does
Because
it?
he's
It
now
doesn't.
mine, you know
Like I
that.
say, it's the name of a plant.
Did I get
It's a plant that
did I
hasn't
get a
got a
staff
lot of
discount, by the
time.
way? Must have done.
Brilliant,
Shall Holly
Morris.
Have you
Absolutely
ordered?
not.
Have you tapped?
apply that discount?
You're going to have to tap soon, because
so if you
like
did
I
want
say-
to buy this, has a QR code come up? So obviously if you're watching on a different device and you're shopping, you can scan the QR code. But
Yeah.
then the other thing was to come straight to the Cuddle Time
Yeah,
tab
so if you go
on
to
Charlie Bears.
charliebearsdirect.com and in your individual country, and then go to the Cuddle Time tab, and then on there you will see Penny Royal, hopefully, if they haven't all sold out. Then you can pop them in the basket, and then you've got 40 minutes to just chill out, and just, that's it. So my advice, pop him in the basket. Even if he jumps out a bit later, it doesn't matter. Pop him in the basket.
I know.
She's a really affordable little bear as well, isn't she?
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
And so nice that we can do these little short runs.
Yeah.
You know, when we first started doing our QVC adventure, you know,
Yeah.
our little journey that we had there, we used to get asked so many times to have so many different kinds of bears. And of course, we only had so much production time.
Yeah.
So at that time, we did do very small runs.
Yeah.
You know, and again, it's nice that we've now got that ability to do these tiny little small runs on the bears, because there's this misconception that with Plush, you know, you create them and, you know, they're just everywhere. Well, we don't want to be like that at
No.
Charlie Bears. We never have been. So I think it's really, really nice now that, like you say, limited to 250. You can't get it anywhere else, and in certain cases it is less than some of the mohair pieces that we
Yeah.
do. So just nice, different.
And it's a lovely affordable way to get something really unique and special. And when you go and spot this something like this incredible fabric, it doesn't matter that you didn't get too much, because it just means you can make a paw full of these scrummy little bears.
A tiny little run that we were able to get, you know, so it was nice. But unfortunately, the length of fabric that we got meant that we could only make 250.
I've got no more questions. Linda Live, where's the questions? So if you've got a question for Charlie or myself, or for Rosa, then please feel free to type it underneath, whether you're on YouTube or on Facebook. Then please feel free to ask that question, and we shall do what we possibly can to try and zip it into the show.
Absolutely. Go on, both. Let's go and look at the next.
Next.
We've got not a bear, I think. Is that
Badger.
right? I thought we had a badger. I was so excited. I was like, I didn't know we had a badger.
I know
we've
what
got
he's
another
saying.
creature coming up, which is a surprise. But you, it's a pin badge.
Oh,
It
All the
is.
badgers.
told you I was going to throw
I
it.
know. I thought, oh, how exciting!
But you do know that our
It's like-
Charlie
it's
Bear
the new
badge
Bedwood.
collectors
Are called badgers.
called badgers.
Yeah.
So one for the badgers. This is a pin badge, and this is the amazing pin badge of
Let me just try and stand that up.
Cuddle
I'm gonna have to hold
Time.
it.
Can you see? So we've actually got Cuddle Time the bear next to
Can you
Will
just
Bear.
reach her? Because
Well,
I don't let go of this
Ooh,
easily
yeah.
at the minute. Although
So this
we're
is
fine.
Cuddle Time the Bear, and this is who we met last, the last show we were on.
We did.
Now we've only got a very small paw full of stock available.
I was going to say,
of
we've
her.
still got some of her left.
A smidge of it.
have,
A smidge.
but only a very small amount in each location. So she's available in Australia, USA, and the UK, but in very, very limited numbers. So we're not actually talking about her tonight.
Well, and also she's not a plush, is she? She's a mole.
she's
a
not. So
marker.
officially, she's not allowed in the show.
But we wanted to show you her in pin badge form.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which is why I insisted on bringing her in the show.
Well, you can insist on whatever you like, Miss Charlie, because it's all about you. But I always love how we managed to capture the essence of a three-dimensional, cuddly fabric bear in a two-dimensional metal. It's incredible. Talk me through what makes
It is.
Cuddle Time on the pin badge.
Oh, just absolutely. Like, let me lean forward. I don't want to pull my mic out here. Hopefully Sam's going to be able to get a really good close-up on this so that we can see.
No pressure.
We're testing him. It's normally Magda that we test, isn't it? It's Sam tonight. So it's going to be easy on that. But you can see, like Cuddle Time, by the way, let me just say, the pin badges, there are only 300. That is it. There's 300 pin badges.
We've never made many of the pin badges, do we?
We don't,
No.
absolutely not. And, you know, I love the fact that we do this now.
Yeah.
It's something we started, you know, a couple of years ago, and we've been increasing the pin badges that we offer because we are getting asked all the time for pin badges. Please don't worry, I have all of your suggestions. I don't want to overwhelm you all by bringing them all out at the same time. So, you know, we're trying different ones, and the pin badges aren't just for our plush bears that we do. You know, some of them are for the Bear House characters.
Yes.
We've got little sets that we do as well. We've had little glitter pins. We've got, you know, if you come down to the gallery, there's little hinge pins that you can buy. We've just met the shaker pins that we
Yeah.
do. So we're playing around with the designs of the pin badges too. So they're really, really, really exciting. I love these. I know there's a lot of the bear clubs collect the pin badges. Like I said, we're thrilled to be able to do one that represents Cuddle Time. So a Cuddle Time piece in pin badge form.
I love that we've got her little
300.
hair accessory. You can see that. That's so clever on her ear.
And it's picking up little points from each bear, you know, that kind of give them that little accessory or that little personality or a colour, you know, so that when you actually, if you did own every single pin badge that we'd ever brought out and had them on your lanyards and things, each little pin badge looks ever so slightly different. Yeah,
and a collector would walk in and go, oh, that's a pin badge of.
So even if you took them off the backing card, you would be able to say, that one's that. That one's that. That one's that. So yeah, lovely. I love the fact that we have the pin badges.
And would you say people keep them on the backing card because that sort of dates them and says what it is? You know, like
it does. It's got information on there. So, and if you do remove them and you place them onto lanyards, because I know a lot of collectors like myself, you know, if I'm out and about and I want to pop one on the lapel of my jacket, or I do actually pop them on my bag. That I've got. I've also got a lanyard that I wear. You know, if I know I'm carrying keys around a lot, as you can imagine. With lots of keys for the building here. You know, I've got certain pin badges on there, but I always keep my backing cards safe. So that I can put them back onto that if I then want to keep them safe, because there is a good secondary market on the pin badges as well.
Well, I wondered about that actually, and that gives it that authenticity, doesn't it?
Does,
so it's as important as the tag on the bear.
It does, but on the back of the pin badge, it's not on the card, it's actually on the back of the pin badge. It will show you what it's limited to and what number you've got.
Yeah. Rosa?
Yes?
When's your birthday?
27th of December.
I thought it was December. You share a birthday with, well, a birthday month with
Cuddle Time.
Do you know when hers is?
Sometime in December.
It's the 15th.
15th?
Does that make her the same star sign as you?
No, she'll be Sagittarius.
Oh.
Have you done a star sign collection?
No.
Not as yet.
I have
Get it in the suggestion box.
I've got another question from Lynn Bruce, who asks, Charlie, will you be doing any more growler bears?
Oh, quite possible. Now, we haven't done any for a while.
So the growlers we did in our very first collection.
We did. We did indeed. Obviously, we had Jack and Georgie and Timothy in the very first 12 that we ever brought out, and the growlers were fabulous. We did do other bears later on.
They were just a bit challenging though, weren't they? Because
they were.
Some of the growlers kind of, because obviously you're buying the growlers from outside.
So do you squidge them or do you turn them upside down?
You can tilt.
It's like, do you remember there was like a cow?
I was going to say like those cow things.
That's pretty much what it is.
I'm that old,
But some people said sheep. It sounded like a little sheep.
It's cross between a bear and a sheep, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was like a beep.
We did have one that was quite magical, and I don't know if it was just me imagining it. I mean, every time we used to rock it, do you remember when we used to go to trade shows, and I think it was one of the Jacks. That's James is not here because he'd be able to tell me, but we'd rocked it, and because there's different ways, the English way, there was an English way and a German way to rock your bear. So you either used to rock it backwards and then forwards to make it growl, or you would rock it forwards and then backwards, and the two were always different. But there was one that we had, and I swear, it sounded like it was saying Charlie.
Yeah, it did.
That's right. And it was like, wow, you know. And it was. I'm sure it was just our imagination at the time. We were giddy.
And then there was another one that sounded like he had laryngitis because he just went.
So I think the answer to your question then is they'd really want to do some more growlers, but it could be a bit tricksy.
Yeah, but no, I think it's nice to have that hark back to it, and I love the fact that it sort of gives Bear a little voice.
Yeah,
you know, it's really quite cute.
Yeah.
Talking of harking back, now I know that we're talking all about Plush, even though little mohair sneaked in there, but because there's a few more of our collections that we've seen recently that we know our collectors have been asking about, guess what we did? We went and asked some of our bear cubs around the world what their latest favourites are in the collection. Cool. Shall we see what they picked?
Yeah.
Hi everyone, Denise Bear here at the USA Cub House. A couple of my favorite characters here at the moment are Fluffle and Clotted Cream. What I love about Clotted Cream is his color. This lemon sorbet color just reminds me of happiness and summertime, from his yellow nose to his yellow bow to even the stitching on his paws is yellow. He will certainly add a bit of sunshine to your shelf. Now for Fluffle, what I love is the multi-tonal grays throughout his fur. He is a standing rabbit, which we love, and I love the touch of lilac in his nose and his bow. So those are a few of my favorite characters right now. So make sure you get your paws on them if you can. All right, enjoy the show.
Hi, I'm Linda from the UK Bear House. I've just got a couple of bears to show you today, a couple of my favourites at the moment. The first one is Claypole, who is extra special. Just look at his expression and his gorgeous hat. And the second one is Cuddle Time. He's obviously got a very special name, and he's limited to just 300 bears worldwide. So we have just a paw-full left of each of these characters in all 3 locations. So if you would like one, just have a look at our website.
That was Linda Live.
Linda Live talking about Cuddle Time and Claypole. Just want to mention 2 more bears super quick before we get on to 2 more, because I know we want to keep an eye on those baskets. 40 minutes, because obviously until from the first time you clicked bear. So if you bought Andrea, you've got about 10 more minutes until you need to check out those baskets. But we couldn't get hold of gorgeous Tegan in Australia.
Tegan,
but what did she choose?
She chose streamers.
Oh, love streamers.
I'm with you.
No,
Tegan, I'm with you.
I think that Tegan actually is like more like me, and she likes the Charlie Ear Bear.
Oh, that's cheating though.
Well, everyone else got 2, so Tegan should get 2. I think you're
Charlie
right.
Ear Bear.
Oh.
For sure.
I can't believe we've still got some of the Charlie Ear Bear left, because I know they're so popular. It must just be. Is it pawful or clawful? That's my new favourite.
It's pretty much clawful, I think now. Yeah.
I know, but let's just remember she's meant to last the
Tip
whole
of the
year.
claw.
I know.
We're only in July, and we didn't launch until the end
Can
of
we
March.
move on to the next bear?
There we go.
Anyway, so if you love, like Linda, Denise, Tegan and these 2 cheeky chappies, if you love any of those 6 bears, there's still a pawful left. But can I just tell you, we've got 2 more to see, and you are going to love them. Who have we got next?
I'm popping it on the
Can
table
I
because
just
I'm
say
getting
very
told
quickly
off.
before you start talking, again, how many have we read of this worldwide?
250.
250.
I was just about to
Is that
say,
right?
have a guess.
250.
Yes, you were bang on.
Yeah, 250.
Straight away.
Boom. Drop the ball.
Look at that
Right,
face.
let me just turn him
250.
so you can see his little face and all that.
Mochaccino.
How is it mochaccino or just mochaccino?
Mochaccino.
Mochaccino.
Have you ever had a mochaccino?
No, I've had a mocha and I've had a cappuccino, but I've never had a mochaccino.
It's like coffee and chocolate
it's
together.
Frothy coffee with chocolate. I know,
Taste
it's kind of
sensation.
a coffee chocolate drink.
Taste sensation.
Well, one of my favourites. You know, as you know, I'm
Absolutely.
coffee mad.
He'd go well with Chocky Bicky.
Absolutely.
Oh, yes. He really
Absolutely.
would.
I mean, we always say just my cup of tea with 2 sugars, don't we? Because you're more of the tea drinker, aren't you? I like tea first thing in the morning, but then I'm a coffee girl.
I go the other way around.
I see.
Coffee first thing, cup of tea in the afternoon.
It's coffee all
Off
day
to
for me.
tea.
That's it. But 250, we're talking about Little Bear. It's got all of these little coffee bean tones. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. Again, fully jointed.
Yeah.
Kitten weighted.
And
loving this fabric.
I know.
Loving the
Amazing.
fabric.
Really tipped.
It is indeed, but it's got that multi-tipping.
Yes.
So again, it gives that additional depth when you actually look there. It does look like a little frothy coffee though, doesn't it?
It does. I was going to say it almost looks kind of feather-like as well.
It does indeed.
He's absolutely beautiful, and underneath, because he's got such long, fluffy, tufty hair, that's my technical term for it. I wonder, has he got the same, what you would call a cub face underneath
Absolutely.
this all? Let's have a
Teeny,
little-
weeny, tiny. So if I actually hold him up underneath all of this, it's a bit like a puppy, you know, when you put him in the bath and all of a sudden he goes from being really fluffy to really, really tiny. And again, it's a proper little skinny pin. I mean, he just absolutely dreamy.
Will he stand, Charlie?
No, he doesn't stand.
Oh, because he's got slightly
He's
sculptured
got
forehead.
slightly sculptured there. Just really, really cute. But I'm just going to sit him on the side. Look how tiny he is. I mean, this is just dinky. This is palm of your hand.
It is.
And again, another
Teensy
super
wincy.
affordable piece from the Charlie Bears collection. And remember that everything we do, whether it's from the Plush collection, the baby collections that we've done in the past, right the way through to our Isabel collection, limited edition pieces, everything is highly, highly collectible. And especially when you get a piece like this, where, you know, perhaps we're only going to have got maybe 150 in the UK, maybe 50 in the States if we're lucky, maybe 50
That's not
in
even one for
Australia.
each state.
Honestly, it's these are crazy numbers. So, you know, when we get opportunities like this to get a little bit of fabric where we can make a little character, we do something just a little bit special. And we brought him to Cuddle Time tonight. So that's honestly, it's
He's lovely.
Yeah, I love
and
it.
this lovely sort of soft, just peachy, slightly sheeny organza, lovely
beautiful.
peachy
Tiny
nose,
little
and then his
nose.
little peachy paw pads.
Little double bowed there.
Just to kind of pull it together. So is this one of those cases where you saw that fabric and went,
We
I've
only
got to make a bear
we
out
could
of
only
that?
get a little tiny piece of the fabric. That was it. It was, you know, because we do look at little overruns, little offcuts, things like that, which are great for the factory to do, be able to buy. But you can imagine you can only do a particular size bear with that to get any kind of quantity out of it. If it had been a larger bear, it would have been fewer.
So did you see the fabric first? So I've got to have that, and now what am I going to make?
We're loving this fabric. You know, we absolutely use this fabric all the time whenever I can find this sort of multi-tipping. Because like you say, we've done little owls in the past and things like that, where we've been able to use this sort of fabric. I just love it. I love that texture. You know,
and the factory's just awesome as
wispy.
well, because, you know, ordinarily as a factory, they want to make more and more bears that they can. And so to be able to kind of do a piece which is like this is a super treat from our factories to our collectors.
Yeah, that's really good of them to do that. I tell you what as well, is that quite often with this kind of fabric, Charlie, you notice it's sort of on an arm or just around the ears or on the head. What's so special about Mochaccino? She's all made of this fabric.
Absolutely. Super, super,
Rosa,
super
I think we've got to move on.
Yes, because
I've not even got time for Linda live.
Linda, we'll come back to Linda in a minute because we've only got 4 more minutes before those baskets finish, and you've got to look at.
I'm going to show you the last one.
My favourite of the hour.
A teensy weensy tiny baby
Stop it.
hedgehog.
Honestly.
How lovely is he?
Now, obviously, they're getting worried about a little hedgehog species here, aren't they, in the UK, because they could very shortly become.
Don't say
I know.
that.
Just look at him.
I know.
Look
I'm
at
just going to
him.
pop
Charlie.
him. I know.
I'm just going to move
Stop
Mochaccino out of the way so you can have a prop. So this is Hog.
This is Hog, hedgehog. See what we've done there? Little short name.
Yeah.
Hog. Absolutely stunning. And again, we don't have a lot. I'm really sorry. We've actually used up some fabrics that we found in the factory.
Can I just give him a little turn?
We literally
Sam, I'm
used
going to
up.
give him a turn.
Let me just take his little tag
Charlie,
off.
give him a turn.
I'm just going to take his little tag off so that you can see his hair properly at the back.
He's got like a little Mohican.
That's
This is
Look,
amazing fabric
just
on
plump
his
him
sort of
up.
spininess.
Should have given him a little brush before we brought him out
Have you got a brush?
to do.
So
No, I've left it in
you've
the
chosen to give him a really pale spiny bit, which is unusual. Usually you'd think dark on the spines and then pale on his face.
Isn't he just absolutely gorgeous? Let me just turn
face
him
We've
around.
not done a character like this before.
And his nose, he's got a really unusual nose as well, hasn't
And I
he?
love his little ears. Look at
Now I
his
need to
little
tell
ears.
you, although I haven't got the official number here, because we've been given a number between
3 more minutes before for checking out the baskets if you started putting in at the start of Andrea, just to get
all right,
one note.
so that's a bit of a bear alert. But on this one, we think there's around about 210.
We did say it was a very special show. I'm making no apologies at all for the little over.
Can I just say, Headbear is going to get a lot of emails
The
tomorrow.
reason I say we think, because it's between 210 and 300. There's certainly no more than that.
Oh my goodness! So we might be able to sneak some more
I just
out.
don't think we're going to be able to see him ever again.
Oh, I love him
He's the
so
most
much.
awesome character.
Is this the start of a hedgehog renaissance? Because we had Rootle last year.
We did.
Who I loved. And I remember Will saying, we've not done that many hedgehogs. He was trying to remember. And now Hog has appeared and I'm getting slightly excited. Look at that face!
I mean,
Look
the
at that
fabric
face.
just suits hedgehog,
He's
doesn't
awesome.
it? So this is Little Hog. That's what we're saying, it's Little Hog. But who knows? There might be another excuse to make one later in the
We
year.
have to make another one, Charlie, because we can't stick it at 210 of this little fella.
Listen,
just
he's-
He needs a friend.
He's
in
again,
short
he's really
supply.
What's he called? Hog.
Hog.
We should do another one called Hedge.
honestly, William Morris.
I've just had that idea.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Let's just have a close look. These 2 adorable little characters. They're the last 2 we're going to see this hour. It just gives you a chance to check out those baskets. If you got your basket, started filling it when we first saw Andrea at the start, then you're going to be coming up to your time. So we're just going to have another little look at these 2 here before
we
we
put
have...
the whole team in.
No, not yet.
We're just going to do a little close-up of Mochaccino and Hog, and then we're going to come back and put the whole team in. Stop being check out those baskets. Let's just have a quick look at Hog and Mochaccino in their natural habitat. We're just trying to get everybody out sitting on the little final parade. What a gorgeous show. Have you got any more questions from Linda Live?
Linda Live. Well, yeah.
Listen, it's taken over.
Love, like, or avoid?
Love, like, or avoid, yeah.
I'm going to ask you it.
Me?
Love, like, or avoid?
Yeah.
January, February and March.
No one likes January, do they?
It's my birthday. The whole of January is my birthday. Just remember that.
So
well,
you're January.
I will no longer
So
avoid.
now we
I
love January.
I can't avoid January because I can't avoid my lovely friend's birthday, and it is just. But people don't tend to like January, do they? But it's the start of a new year. It's the start
So which is
January.
your like then? Or your love?
Well, you'd have to love February, wouldn't you? Because it's the Valentine's month. Mm. And then I like March. March can be a bit of a tricksy one, actually. Sometimes you want to avoid March because what's that lovely poem? He comes in like a lion or goes out like a lamb, or in like a lamb, out like a lion. The weather is always crackerjacks in March, always a bit crazy. But it is when all the daffodils come out going, spring's on the way. And I do love that joy of clocks coming forward, sunshine peeking through, flowers peeking out, sheets.
So, Charlie, question for you. Which bear has been the toughest to name to date?
Great question.
Oh, there's been a few. There's definitely been a few. And only because you think it looks like a particular name, but then you're just not 100% sure. And then you see another one and you think, oh, actually, that's more like that. Right, what are you going to be called? Oh. I know. We did once have trouble with two of them. Don't you remember? I rang Dad.
Charlie's dad helped us.
I rang my dad and I said, Dad, I'm really stuck. And he said, show me the bears. I did. And he said, well, that's easy. That's Thingamabob and what's it? And that's what we ended up calling them.
What they actually called them.
Yes.
That's brilliant.
Lynn's has just asked a question. It's a live question from Linda Live. Easter or Halloween?
Oh, for me, Easter.
Yeah, I think me as well.
Definitely.
I just do like Halloween.
I love bonfire night.
Yeah.
Is it bonfire or bonfire?
Bommy night.
Bommy.
It's a northern thing.
Bonfire
night. I'm quite excited that there is a bonfire toffee coming up later in the year.
What other questions have we got? If you could bring back one type of dinosaur, which one would it be and why? Would it be that one? That one would look
Didn't we ask that?
No, I think it would be the Diplodocus for me, I think.
A Diplodocus?
A Diplodocus.
Oh, Diplodocus.
I think so because they're just so gentle, aren't they?
Yeah.
And just really cute, I think.
And I've got another question for you. Rosa, what's your favourite bear of the hour?
Oh,
that's mean.
Do you know, that's really hard. So can I say...
I'm coming to you in a minute.
Right, so I'm going to tell you what I love about each one of them. So Andrea, I'm adoring because just unicorn magicness of that vibrant pastel, and I love the different feels of the textures, so that she's almost like the Phil Oakey of bears. Do you know what I mean? She's got like half short, half long hair, and I kind of love that. And she's got such a gentle
You're only allowed
face.
to choose one. You know that.
I'm telling you what I love about each one.
She's chosen Andrea.
Okay.
What I love about Penny Royal is just that beautiful colour scheme. I love the shaker pin.
So no one else when I choose one?
Hog. Hog's my favourite.
See? I mean, you know...
See, you can't choose, and you wonder why I don't have a favourite, because I'm just like Rosa.
Charlie, where are you going?
I'm going... No,
She's going mochaccino because she likes a coffee.
I do like my coffee, but I'm mad about clocks. I love the colour of Andrea. I'm with Rosa on Hog, and Penny Royal's just stunning.
What's your
favourite? I'm actually a badger.
Well, I've got a bit of a problem here.
Badges?
I've got a bit of a problem because I do really, really, really love Hog. But my heart this evening has gone to
been chosen.
The bear chooses you. Penny Royal's chosen you as Penny Royal's favourite is Will.
Yeah.
Chose me.
He chose you.
Yeah, and he is coming to the Netherlands next week with us.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
Oh, can I just tell you? Oh, and of course, remember with the clockmaker,
I know.
he gets his own little pin badge. Not just any pin badge.
And
it's a clock, and it shakes, and things move.
I know it does. Little numbers in there all move about. Absolutely gorgeous.
Stunning. Absolutely stunning. So just to summarise, we've got the beautiful. Can you point to gorgeous Andrea for me? So we've got gorgeous Andrea. She's what, 15? She 15 inches.
She is indeed.
15 inches. Obviously these are all Plush. So Plush special. So we've got the gorgeous Andrea. We've been waiting months and months for Andrea. She's finally here. Those beautiful vibrant pastels. We saw the fabulous clockmaker. The stunning kind of white tipping wise old sage and his little whiskers, and he comes with that amazing shaker pin, shake the clock, and all the bits move. Next to him we've got stunning, at the end there, being tickled by Will, is a gorgeous pennyroyal, that printed fabric. So every single one of those 250 limited run that we've done will all look a little bit different. So it's your chance to get a unique Charlie Bear for a really great price, and what a beauty he is. And then in the middle we've got the gorgeous mochaccino with that stunning fluffy tufty hair, and then my favourite, I'm going to be honest, just Little Hog, a lovely little hedgehog with a peachy bow and a cutesy nose. And of course, for you badgers, Cuddle Time wouldn't be complete without a Cuddle Time badge. So that's what we've had today.
So when are we going to see you again, Rose? Are you back on QVC?
Oh yes, 25th of this
July.
month. So that's in about 11 days. 6 o'clock on a Tuesday.
Cool, so we'll look out for that. We're going to watch it.
Absolutely, please would say. Do we know when we're next going to see Beverly back in Australia?
Beverly, oh yes, she's on soon. This weekend,
Very
is it?
soon. I think it's this weekend.
So it's weekend.
Linda Live might know. So watch out for Beverly. She's coming on TSVN soon. You lovely people in Australia.
Yeah.
I'll be on QVC on the 25th.
Yeah.
And Bears will be hopping into shops in a place near you, wherever you are in the world.
Absolutely, and look out for another
soon.
Cuddle Time show, which will be advertised very soon.
Yeah.
It will. So it was exciting having a plush special, wasn't it?
It was. I loved it because it's where you started. You know, what your heart was to make a bears that were affordable and a little bit different and just a little bit softer and more tactile. And we've done all of that tonight. We've done small runs of beautiful fabrics, really unusual, but really affordable.
So 600 pieces or less.
Unbelievable.
It's great, isn't it?
It's amazing. You're amazing. Thank you so much.
Cheers. And listen, thanks a lot for joining us tonight, and thank you for all of those wonderful questions. I've enjoyed doing that.
I've enjoyed you've been the question master. You've done a great job.
Yeah, I'm going to do more.
Yeah,
I like
do
it.
more.
I like it.
Do
I like
more.
it, yeah.
If you've got your baskets a little bit later, you might still have them there. Do remember to check them out though, because after 40 minutes they will empty. If you didn't get the bear of your choice, do pop back in about 10-15 minutes. You might find a bear's clambered out of a basket and you'll get to get one for yourself. Or of course do email headbear@charliebears.com and say, please put me on the wish list, and we'll do our very, very best to match you with your beloved bear, the one that you want the most. Have a wonderful summer. Have a wonderful summer, you two.
Thank you very much.
I'll see you, well, you'll see me at QVC next week, and we hope to see you again soon. Sometime in the next few weeks.
Yeah, not far off.
Not too far off. In the meantime, you all take care. Cuddle up, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.